Hello, here's a quick intro to using GarageBand for my extended diploma music for games students. So I'm going to look for GarageBand because I don't know where it is on this computer. And so I'll just use Spotlight, that little magnifying glass up here. As soon as I start typing, it's found it. And GarageBand opens like that. I like to start with an empty project. You might want to try some of these presets, but I suggest you go with empty project to be quite honest, so that you can choose what you put in there. Okay, hit choose, and straight away I've got a default sound for me, but I'm going to start with drums. So I select drums. I'm going to go to East Bay. And in our class, we don't have the MIDI keyboard in front of us. So we just simply have the keyboard, the QWERTY, the computer keyboard, QWERTY keyboard. So what we're going to do is input the notes using the piano roll, the scissors here, signifying the editor. And I'm going to make the screen nice and big. So when I click and drag my mouse, there's my drum kit there. When I press Command on the keyboard, my arrow turns to a pencil, see that? Yeah. And let's get in some nice regular beats just to make it easy for ourselves. You'll see that it defaults up here and inside of here, in fact, to a 4-bar loop. But actually I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm just going to work with a 2-bar loop. See, I can do the same in the piano roll as I can on the arrange page. So I'm just going to do a 2-bar loop. That's the end of bar 2. And just carry on using the command key to put some random beats in. Don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to sound a bit off, but hey, let's put some hi-hat in. I want it to start on bar 1. To save me doing this for everything, because I want quite regular, I can just highlight a load, hit the Alt key, A-L-T key, and as I drag it over, when I let go, keeping my finger on Alt, it makes a copy, so that's really useful. I'll just carry on with these so you can see the variations. And let's put in some kind of rim shot thing. Let's put a little skip at the end. And maybe if there's an open hi-hat sound, we can... There we go. Don't know what it's going to sound like, but now let's hit play. Yeah, so you can see I just put that in straight, very straightforward. Close the piano roll. I can double click on this space, or I can hit plus to generate a new track. Again, it's defaulting to this preset electric piano. Why don't I use that? Go to, oh, you know what I should do? Save. File, save as. It's going to default to my GarageBand folder, but if you like, you can go to, this computer will look different from yours, go to your home to find, which should be along here somewhere. But I'll keep it as that. I'm just going to randomize the name. There we go. Let's now go to the piano roll. Because we don't have the musical keyboard in front of us, we pretty much in this class have to be good at inputting data using the pencil. So I'm going to make some nice long chords. Float the mouse and you get this thing here. 2 chords, in fact. I'm just going to make a kind of a note that harmonizes with this, my root note. There we go. So that's a bit kind of major chord for me, so yeah, I like the weird sounding stuff. So I'm going to scroll over here. It's a bit loud, that keyboard as well, so I'm going to use this thing here to turn the volume down. It's my little sort of mixer here too. Now you notice the note cut off because actually I started inside a small section, so I'm going to have to elongate it over here and I'll get the whole of that keyboard note. Okay, now let's just close this and generate another kind of track. So instead of double clicking to create more like this, I'm going to hit the plus sign. I'm going to go to audio, this one here, whereby I can actually record stuff direct with my voice to the computer, but I'm going to use it so that we can access the loops library, which I hope is open already. I think I should have, in this video, I should have waited for this to load. And then down here, because it's loading now, we'll have a whole bunch of sounds, audio sounds, which we can literally audition over here so we can test them out. And then, like it says on screen, drag it in. Okay, you can see as I'm talking, this thing is on. So while that's loading, let's have a look at arranging. Let's just take this, and I'm hitting the Alt key again. So as I drag it, that green plus sign comes on the screen because it's copying these regions like that. If I was just to pick it up and move it, it's just dragging it. Okay, over here I can see stuff has appeared, so that's great. Let's put that back. And in fact, I'll get rid of that one, backspace. And we'll just give ourselves a nice 4-bar loop. So I want to put in some, I don't know, some kind of sound effects. Let's have a look. Because I'm into the weird stuff. Maybe not that. And maybe not that. Oh, I like that. It's kind of subtle. Let's put that in, and I'll just pick it up and drag it. There we go. There's other features as well, which I can do in another video. We can time stretch that. We can automate the volumes so much more. We can play with some of the data that we've actually entered in here too. But I think to get you started, just the recognition of the 2 track types, that there's these MIDI tracks, which are the virtual instruments, and then there's the audio tracks. I'll just grab another different one. Yeah, let's put that in. And turn the volume down to this, and let's just see how it is. Oh, that one's a bit quiet. Okay, lots of work to do, but let's say I'm happy with that, and I want to update my save, which you can see, this thing here means it's actually the same as the Command key, so it's Command S, or you can go up here and save. But last thing I wanted to show you in this video is, let's say I'm really happy with that little loop, which I'm not, and I wanted to make an MP3 of it, send it to my friends or whatever. I can go File. In fact, it's not File. See, I'm a logic head. You go to Share. Yeah. You see, you can put it straight to iTunes. But what I'm going to do is export song to disk. So it's going to make it all into one MP3 file. I'm going to select MP3 in a minute. So we've got these different file types. I don't need a high grade file. I need just MP3. But I will make it to the highest quality MP3. And I hit export, and it's going to go to the project. See, that's what I typed in for the name, into my GarageBand folder. So export, there it is. So if I want to now email that to somebody, that file has been made and it exists. If I just close this, I don't need to save any changes. That exists in my GarageBand project, whereby I can send that off to someone else. So I'm just going to quit GarageBand now. And hopefully that is a reasonable beginnings to lots more to tell you, but for the beginning of GarageBand. Okay.